Need a cheap home loan? Ask the government, but don't bother asking the FHA. There's another agency you would never think of. It's guaranteeing these loans with no money down. Is it another ticking time bomb? CNBC's Diana Olick joins us from Washington with more. Diana, what agency?
Dennis, it may not be a ticking time bomb. First, the loans are real. The default rates are relatively low, and the USDA is behind it. That's right. This tiny 60-year-old program was intended for rural development, but in today's housing market, the lines are blurring.
Now I have the American dream. They helped me buy my home, and I'm very satisfied, and I pay less than I was paying in rent.
Judy Moore will move into her new LGI-built home in time to make Thanksgiving dinner, thanks to the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
When the customer is able to take advantage of home ownership, that's good for the builder and LGI.
But now Houston-based LGI is selling up to 25 new homes a month using USDA guaranteed loans.
A year or two ago, we were not using USDA financing at all.
That's why other builders like KB Home are pushing the no money down loans. In just the past 3 years, USDA has gone from backing over 31,000 loans, or about $3 billion worth, to over 133,000 loans, or $16.2 billion.
Any city or municipality that has a population of 20,000 or less is considered rural.
That's how this LGI community, just 45 minutes from downtown Houston, qualifies. But is such fast growth in this program a risk to taxpayers? Perhaps not. Delinquency and foreclosure rates on USDA loans are far lower than FHA loans, even in today's market.
I believe that it has to do with our payment ratios and our credit standards.
Now, all USDA loans are 30-year fixed. You have to have high credit scores, and the interest rates follow Fannie and Freddie. And just one more thing, guys, think about it. If you use the first-time homebuyer tax credit on this with no money down, you're actually making money buying a house.
Wow. Who would have thought of that, huh, Diana? One quick question. I know you said it's the U.S. Department of Agriculture, rural loans. Anything available for Brooklyn?
No, you're a little too close for Manhattan, but it's interesting how many markets are actually eligible that are close to big metropolitan areas. You just have to be far enough outside of it and have less than 20,000 in population.
So, I mean, when we heard about no money down, we think unqualified buyers. We're going back to the heyday of the peak of the market there. That's not the case here, is it?
Strict lending standards on these folks. Again, they have to have high FICO scores. They can't currently own a home, but you don't have to be a first-time home buyer. And they also have a big program if you get into trouble on your loan, that they are there to do one-on-one counseling and get your debt-to-income ratio in line.
Great stuff. Thank you, Diana Olick.